Pocock of Aviation International here, Tom. Of course, there's been a lot of to and froing about your version of pricing versus the GAO and where the government is in the case. I don't want to go there for the moment, that's been well recorded. But one of the more alarming things in the latest GAO report is their comments on the sustainment cost of this aeroplane, where they say that the estimates that come from the program office are way too low. I believe they say that the maintenance man-hours of flying out of this airplane are going to exceed that of the F-16 by a considerable amount. Would you you've challenged all these figures now, including the Cape and all that. Give me a sense of what's your story versus the GAO on a cost of sustainment.
I have not seen the GAO report you're referring to. I wasn't aware there was a new report on it.
It's not a separate report on sustainment. It's in their March update. Yeah.
Right. Well, there are different projections. Everybody's projecting the service life cost of the airplane from now to 2065. That's generally the end zone that people are measuring to. The airplane will be flying beyond that, but that's the period of time we're talking about. So this is 2010. So we're trying to estimate 55 years worth of sustainment costs. Number one. Number two. We have a comprehensive sustainment cost review annually. It involves all the U.S. services and all the international partners, and they have more detail on what the life cycle costs of the airplane are going to be than any program's ever had at this point. And we use our projections of what the sustainment costs are going to be coming out of that assessment. Independent assessors can apply other factors or make other assumptions about what's going to happen as we go out in the future, including assumptions on inflation that drive a lot of the kind of variations that we're talking about. So there's a lot of data, more data than we've ever had before at this point in time. We're getting real data on the airplanes that are flying in flight test right now and using that also as a controlling element to project these forward-looking costs. One thing that we do know is that we have spent a tremendous amount of time designing for maintenance and supportability. A good example is the forward opening canopy. You've all seen how the airplane has kind of a strange looking canopy. We do that so we can remove and replace the ejection seat without removing and replacing the canopy. Turns out when you remove and replace the ejection seat in today's airplanes, the job of removing and replacing the canopy dwarfs the hours required to replace the seat. So we've designed the whole airplane with sustainability in mind, number one. Number two, we believe there are significant economies of commonality and scale that this program allows that has not been there on earlier programs. Now, we have the combination of those two costed to $1 per flight hour. We can do that based on the assumptions you give us to quote the cost on, and the assumptions vary across different forms. Every comparison that we've seen, I don't know about this one, that tries to compare F-35 costs to a legacy program has a very difficult time trying to do apples to apples comparison. Legacy programs do not collect their costs in all the same categories that we're collecting all the costs on an F-35. When F-35 costs are quoted, they are every cost associated with every piece of sustainment. It's not easy to go into legacy systems and find those same costs. So I think you're seeing differences of opinion on what the projected costs are going forward, but there's a tremendous focus inside the program to drive down the cost of ownership.
Sir, in the back.